The money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar.
Hello and welcome to Money on the Floor. I'm here to help you pick it up. Talking about arbitrage, talking about Trade Pro, talking about trading in general. That's what I love to do. It's what I'm here to help you with. That's what I'm here to blab about. It's what I do. Blab, blab, blab. Anyway, it's a crazy Friday, I know. And my trade's setting up, and I just wanted to share that with you. That's all. I know we went over it a little bit on the last video, but might actually have a trade. So that's what I want to get into. That's what I want to show you. I'm just waiting for the hour close, which is like in 30 seconds, and we'll go over the trade. The arbitrage is doing good. We're still at 0.059. We're holding. We're waiting for Trade Pro, waiting for debit cards. Both those things will ignite this platform, which we know. Just a picture of it took us up to 8 cents. Just a bam, just a picture. So, I mean, think what something real would do. 80 cents maybe, dollar. All I know is the more people come, the more that thing's going to go up. And he's out there making more deals right now. Lots of deals to make our token more useful, more viable, more uses for it, which will give people more reasons to buy it. So we'll see what those things are. I don't even know yet, but I hear people talking. I watched Kinetic Energy's video, and he seems to know something. He doesn't tell us anything, but he says something's coming. Anyway, let's take a look at my trade and bring it down just so you can see it, because I want to get into it. So remember, we had the trend line. We had the break of the trend line. We have another candle going bullish, bearish, I mean. So if this one here starts to go down, I'm in. Actually, I'm in now. So I'm just going to go ahead and pull the trigger. I want to get in this trade. So I'm going to sell one right here. See where it'll let me put my stop at. Makes me have a big stop on this thing. Usually I don't run with stops that big, but Bitcoin US dollar trades, I guess you got to. There we go. Lets me do it there. Let me see if I can bring it down any closer. There we go. Good. That's better. And me, I'd like to get a lot closer. Let's see if how low can we go? That's the question. Hard to grab that. Looks like that's about as low as we can go. Okay, good. So that means I want my take profit to be double. So unless we can shorten up that thing, go down to here. But right now, just so you understand my trade, is we have the trend line break, which is very good. We have tests. We have 1, 2 tests, 3 tests right there. We had the break, indecision candle, so there's no way I would take that candle. The next one was a bearish candle, and we have another bearish candle. So I'm in the trade. We're going to let that run, see what happens. And when I can move my stop to break even or as close, keep it as close as I can, because the more it comes down, if I had a trailing stop, I would just put that on there too, once it gets to a certain point. So, but for me, this is my sell trade. So this is what I do for a living. This is what I look for. These are my parameters. So what I got is I got one thing in my favor, it crossed the trend line. The next thing in my favor is we got bearish candles. The next thing in my favor is it's telling me over here that it's 67% down. It was 75, but right now it's 67. So as long as it's more than 50, that's another parameter. We also have a break of the MACD up here. We're selling. So right now it's still telling us we're selling. So as long as all those things stay intact, I'm in. If this thing decides to give me a bear candle and it breaks above, I'm out. That's all there is to it. So we'll see what happens. We'll come back to that one later on. But that's how I do my trading, and that's my parameter. Because I love trend line trading, and that's what that is. Also, it's support and resistance. So I mean, because that's a support line. So you can look at it like that, and you could put other support and resistance lines on here to look at that. See, we have a couple touches here, right there. So you got a little bit of support there, not much, but something pushed these things back up. So you got to break through this one here, and then the other one's not till way down here. So that's good. All the way down, we're gonna have our take profit. So down here. Now we can make this smaller and take a look, see if there's anything else. Looks like we have another one right here. Even though it only touched once, it's still something made it go back down. So you got to pass all these lines. These are areas of you got to look out for. The other thing we can do is put Fibonacci on it. So we should make it down to the 6-1. You got to be careful of these. So now if these line up with any of our other lines, which it does, which is right here on this one here, this is one's going to be very strong. This area in here is going to be very strong. This area right in here should be strong. So you got to get through all these areas. So it's just something to look out for. You want to look for a confluence, which these two are. So I would probably let it come down to here, which is as of 618, and be real careful. Maybe once it gets down to here, I'll move my stop all the way down to this red line right here and see what happens. But time will tell. But right now I'm in a sell trade. Bitcoin US dollar, we'll let her rip and see what happens. But that's how I manage my trade, and that's what you need to figure out how you're going to manage your trade. So all ahead of time. And you can pre-plan it too. I mean, you can. And the other thing I do is once I get to this red line, if it passes that, I'm in again. I put another sell trade. We get to this line, we cross that one. I put at least 3 trades in. So and let them go. Every time I cross that red line, I'm putting another trade, but then I'm moving my stop, so it's being protected. So I'm able to take on more trades. But that's how I trade. Everybody trades different. You got to figure out how you want to trade or what type of trader you want to follow if you're going to follow a trader. So there's a lot to go over. That's my new trade I'm in now. I'm in the Bitcoin US dollar sell trade. We go over here. I got my coins. I got my ABOT growing. I can't wait to do something with it. Come over here to Trade Pro. Take a look. Still got Bitcoin blasting it. Still 3.9% higher. It's great. Growing, growing, growing. Look, it's going down here. It's breaking. We can go to the Bitcoin US dollar. Go down to a time frame we can actually look at. There's a 15-minute chart. So we're selling right here. We're hoping she goes. Here's the same 1-hour chart right there. This was our trend line right up through here. So we'll see what happens. Maybe I get stopped out. Maybe I make some money. But that's for the chart to tell me. I'm willing to take a loss if that's what it needs to be. Because due to my theory of 3 to 1, 2 to 1, we're able to come back and revive ourselves. So you have to be able to accept a loss if you're going to trade. That's probably the hardest thing to do. A long time ago, I was having a hard time with that. I would actually move my stop. I was like, nah, this thing's going to turn around. I'm going to move my stop down to here. Then I move my stop again. Before I know it, the loss got so large, you can't accept it. So now you're in trouble. Now you got to wait maybe a month for it to finally come back. You never know. Sometimes it comes back right away. And that's the problem. It does do that once in a while. And then sometimes it never comes back. You know, it has to come back one day, but it doesn't come back for 2, 3, 4 months. Now you're upside down in that trade for a long time. They're holding your money. And they're also charging you a swap fee. So, I mean, you're still getting fees in there. And you're paying to keep that trade alive. So that sucks. It's kind of like what we're doing with arbitrage right now. But we believe. And it does suck. But we believe Trade Pro is going to come out. We're going to be able to deposit stuff on here. We're going to be able to trade this, make money, and be happy. Otherwise, you couldn't keep going, couldn't keep doing this, couldn't keep feeding something that's not going to make it. But we got two things that are going to come out that's going to make this platform make it, and that's the bank cards, and that's Trade Pro. And then plus, we got David working on other things to make the coin more viable. So remember that too. He's not just doing those things. There's many more things to make this coin viable that he's working on. And so therefore, I'm waiting because I believe. And we need to believe in this platform and hang in there. So meanwhile, we're waiting for Trade Pro and those bank cards. And that's what I can't wait for. We're going to make some money with this. That's what it's all about. So we'll come back later in the day and see how that trade goes. I may get stopped out and take a loss, or we're going to make some money. But that's for the chart to tell us. So you never know. This could be a continuation trade. But right now, it passed my parameters to take a sell trade. So that's what I'm taking. I'm sticking to my plan. All right, you guys. Have a good day. Stick to your plan. Stay arb strong, and we'll talk to you later in the day. Okay, bye-bye.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money. Money, money, money.
Dollar, dollar. Dollar, dollar.
Here comes the money.
Here we go. Money talk.
Here comes the money.